Graduated from Miami Northwestern in '87, but during that particular time, I became a teenage father. So I fell, quite frankly, into that particular pattern and that propensity of one who could either be an absentee father and really start to fall into the streets to make provisions for my child. But I understood again that education was going to be the pathway toward positivity, prosperity, and really a productive life. Graduated from Northwestern and attended Florida A&M University. And my 9th and 10th grade years at Northwestern were not always the best. And I often tell young people, quite frankly, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I graduated from Northwestern with a 2.78 grade point average. I never made, coming out of high school, 1,000 on the SAT. And I always tell this story about my first experience. The day that I graduated from Northwestern, I went by the graduation party and I left that night. I went straight to Tallahassee because I was obligated to go there because I was admitted under a probationary status. And what that meant is I didn't have the initial grade point average, I didn't have the test score, so they were going to give me an opportunity to come during the summer. And I had 6 weeks to prove my mettle, my intellectual, my personal commitment, and my mettle to pursue a college education. And this was preceded by my application that required an essay to say why was a college education important for me, and if given the opportunity, what would I do with that? In an auditorium with children, young people from Florida, from Detroit, from Chicago, from Georgia, from New York, from all across the country that were in the same boat as I. I surmise it may have been 200 to 300 that were admitted into that particular program. And I fondly remember, vividly remember the speaker saying, look to your left and look to your right. She's cute, he's handsome, but if you don't look straight ahead, you're gonna miss out on the opportunity for your future. What they were telling us was that over the next 6 weeks, we were going to have to demonstrate our commitment to being a college student. We could not get less than a 3.0. And if so, we would not be looking to the left and to the right because those individuals who don't muster it would be sent back home. So during that particular time, obviously I did well over the summer, and I matriculated through college and graduated in 3 years, magna cum laude, with a degree in English. So with that opportunity, I didn't go back and knock on the door, I actually kicked it in. And again, I think that was a lesson that many of us need in terms of an opportunity, and how much brilliance and how much giftedness and how much talent and how much potential was left back here on the streets of Liberty City. A lot. During my initial freshman year, I lost one of my best friends in a car crash. He was committing a robbery in a high-speed chase. There were several of them that were killed along with innocent victims. A year later, I lost another best friend, stabbed in the backseat of a car during a drug deal. During that particular time, my brothers were actually under indictment and heading to trial to start their prison sentence for drug violations. And I was on a different trajectory as it relates to education being that place that saved me.